Hello, Steve, Dichroic Glass Man. It's been a long while on that journey of being a regular contributor on YouTube. Well, medically speaking, I took a time out for a couple years, trying to readjust and adapt to life. When circumstances arrive, how present are you going to be in order to accommodate the adaptation and to somehow make an agreement that the anomaly and you can still succeed? Does that make sense? I am a pile of that, from surgeries to such and such. I use CBDs to help me stay on the course. They keep me focused. They give me a lot of endurance and energy. So anyway, what's this? This is Practical Tips 101. What I'm going to do is make some strips, these nice little clean wooden strips, and kind of walk you through the process. What these strips are good for is holding down your pattern. Instead of using the angle with the horseshoe nails, you can put these nails in any place you'd like. This is my typical spacing, about 8 inches, 8-9 inches apart. And this is reusable if you keep care of them, and you can make them rather cheaply. This is just a scrap board of pine that's 3/4 inch, and I sanded it. I just took my sander, sanded the top, sanded the bottom. The reason being is because that bottom or that top is now the edge to my strips, and I want a nice clean edge. This is going to hold my pattern down or hold my pattern in, as in this board. So you might have another project where you need something to stabilize the whole down. That's why I say perhaps even on the outside, whatever it is you're working on. The issue here is, how do we make these? So I'm going to swing over. By the way, I'm using what they call wire nails and size 3/4 inch by gauge 18. This makes a difference when you're going to your hardware store or when you're looking it up. 3/4 inch length by 18 gauge, and that's like a nail. That's its diameter. So these have heads on them, and they pound down very nicely on your project boards. Tap them down, obviously with a hammer of any of any kind of variety. But let's go make one. Now, turn your volume off. Well, maybe I won't do the whole board, but let's just show you what we're going to do. I'll start it up. Start up the horsepower. I love DeWalt. If there's Team DeWalt out there, sign me up. I love DeWalt tools. I'm not a pro, and I enjoy their tools, and this is obviously the rock star of contractor table saws in its league, and this thing is just mind-blowing. Anyway, I'm going to turn on my switch, and I better hook up my power for acting like I'm all ready and all. Got my power on. That's a lot of noise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on. You get the point. Really nice, accurate cuts. So if you've got, and this is just a short board, our measurement of this board, being a scrap, was just 33 1/4 inches. Handy. Most people are not going to make a window 33 inches. How many of these strips am I going to get out of a board that's just 4 1/4 inches wide? Probably 10 anyway. That's really handy. And these things are reusable, and they're very dependable and cheap to make. This is just a scrap board. Now you may have a board around. This is 3/4 inch. I like the 3/4. You don't want to get any finer than that, because remember, the 3/4 inch is going to be the width once you cut it into a strip. So it's very deceiving. I set my gauge for 3/16 so that you know this is what's so beautiful about the DeWalt saw, if I was to rep this saw. This is how quick and easy. You have a slide rule down here that's dang near 100% accurate. There's a little lever over here, and this is worm driven. There's a gear at that end and a gear at this end handled by this. This is the most accurate thing I've ever seen in my life. As far as, I mean, you know, there are pro stuff, but throwing a DeWalt in back of your, in my case, my Honda, oh heck yeah, this thing is handy. Roll it around on wheels. Hey, this ain't no demo for DeWalt, but I love their stuff. Can you tell? Anyway, I hope making strips helps for you. It sure does for me. Thank you. Bye-bye.